The overheads of the Minister of Economic Development was passed in Parliament yesterday. Here are a few of the views expressed during its debate.
If one adds figures that have been allocated for Ministry of Defence and Urban Development, Ministry of Finance and Planning, and the Ministry of Ports and Highways, it accounts for 66% of the budgetary allocation. 2/3. This House has been rendered impotent to seriously debate this budget. If 2/3 of the allocation is in the hands of a minister who is not a member of this House, what is the accountability that this government is showing to this legislature? It's a separation of powers that keeps all three organs of government in check. One checks the other, and Parliament is supposed to check the finances.
Honourable Aswa, what's the point of order?
Point of order is, my good friend is on a wrong footing. We are discussing about economic development. That is one thing. But my point of order is this. Executive must understand and interpret clearly the Constitution gives all the powers. He does not know that. Powers to the executive. And he can have even all the portfolios he wants according to the Constitution. He does not know that. What law are you practicing?
If there is anything against the standing order, that is you carry on.
He's not only dressed like a clown, he's behaving like a clown also. So this is a power.
Sit down, please.
Separate power.
Honourable Aswa, now sit down.
That is being given to the Supreme Court. It is important that the executive and the legislature don't transgress into the powers that have been given to the judiciary, and particularly sole and exclusive powers that have been given to the judiciary.
Honourable member, please listen to me. Now you are talking about the justice matter. We have a debate in the Justice Ministry. That day you discuss about those matters. Today is the Economical Development Ministry.
I am talking about delicate matters that involve civilized governance and persons who have known nothing about that. What does he know about civilized governance? What did he do? And he has not even turned a new leaf. He's still doing it. He's still doing it. He's still doing that at the behest of the government. That is what he's doing.
I again wish to call upon the TNA parliamentarians not to stand in the way of the development initiatives of the government to uplift the living standards of the people of this country, particularly the people of the north and east who had suffered the most due to the prolonged conflict. The action of the LTT have caused the Tamils to lose what we already had physically as well as politically. Although the TNA is not directly involved in violent actions, their political speeches are always pessimistic and embedded with a message of mistrust. This continued utterance of distrustful speeches may cause to induce violence and hinder the reconciliation process and in finding a political solution.
දිවිනගුම පනතට විරුද්ධව අධිකරණයට ගිය මන්ත්‍රීවරයා. දිවිනගුම පනතට ඔහු විරුද්ධ වෙන්නේ.
We were waiting to find out why the parliamentarian who went to court against the Divinagama bill was against it. We were expecting him to highlight why he opposed the Divinagama bill. However, you did not even mention a word of it in your speech.
තමුන්නාන්සේගේ කතාවේ දිවිනගුම පනතට විරුද්ධ වන එක වචනයක් මේ කතාව තුල අන්තර්ගත වෙලා තිබුණේ නැහැ.
The courts have acted in an unfair manner because the issue of supremacy also involves the appropriation bill. The court gave a ruling on that. The court ruled that two subclauses in the appropriation bill are unconstitutional. We can have different opinions on it. However, we need to respect the judiciary. However, even the judiciary has committed mistakes. Where was the people's supremacy when the 18th Amendment was passed? They have requested for referendum to adopt the Divinagama bill, but they forget this when the constitution was amended. Even though they were wrong, we do not cast it aside. The judiciary made a request to the Parliamentary Select Committee.
දැම්මා ඊයේ ඒක අපි අමතක කරලා දැම්මා අපි අධිකරණයේ අතරේ අපි ඉබේටම ගැටුමක් ඇති කරනවා ඒ ගැටුම අපි ඇති කරන්න නරකයි මේ රටේ ජනතා පරමාධිපත්‍ය දීලා තියෙන්නේ ජනතාවයි
නිසිරිසි ආහාර නැති මෙහි දරුවෝ මිය යති හිමි සඳින් සැදැහැති දනෝ බෝගස් කිරෙන් නාවති 105%
The benefits of nearly 45% of the country's produce is being experienced by 5% of the country. During a time when the people and children don't have food, they are using milk to bathe boat trees.
බෝගස් දිවිනැගුම කියන එක සමහරු අර අන්ධ කීප දෙනෙක් අලිය අත ගෑවා වගේ වැඩක්. ඉතින් ඒක හන්ද එක එක දැන් අල්ලන්න යන්නේ නැතුව
Some people are interpreting the Divinagoma in a manner which is similar to the blind describing the elephant. Do not just look at one part of it. This has many aspects which will aid the lives of many. This cannot be accomplished overnight. We need to get everyone mentally involved in this process. Then we will be able to bring back the prosperity that was once witnessed in the country.
මානසිකව මේකට යොදා ගන්න අපේ රටේ ඈත අතීතයේ තිබිච්ච ඒ සෞභාග්‍ය අපේ රටට පමණක් නෙවෙයි හැම පුද්ගලයෙක්ටම ලබා දෙන්න.
Well, time to go for a short commercial break. Stay with News First. We will be right back.
Best cut. Make your choice now.
Whatever ruling is given in court, it can be tweaked a bit in Parliament. We will stand for justice and fairness according to our conscience and work towards the victory of the United National Party. If you can't do it, then tell the IGP I will not change my rules.
Vote now for your favorite cut of the day. Log on to www.newsfirst.lk or SMS to BEST space your choice and send it to 7788. For the best cut of the day, watch News First on Sirius TV at 10 tonight.
Welcome back to the news. UNP Deputy Leader Sajid Premadasa says that this government should be defeated in a democratic manner. He made this statement during a function held in the Badigama area today.
Funds were donated to the Sri Premaratana Buddhist Center in Baddegama under another phase of the Sasanata Anna program.
අග්‍රවිනිශ්චයකාරතුමියගේ චරිත ඝාතන කුමන්ත්‍රණ ආශ්චර්යමත් ව්‍යාපෘතියක් අද වර්තමාන ආණ්ඩුව ක්‍රියාත්මක කරගෙන යනවා. මඩ විවේචන
The government is currently engaging in a conspiracy to assassinate the character of the Chief Justice. I request these political henchmen to look at themselves in the mirror before they point their fingers and slick mud at other individuals. As members of the opposition, it is our duty to defeat this government which defies democracy through a democratic process.
ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදයේ කෙලසන මේ ආණ්ඩුව ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදයෙන්ම පරදවන ක්‍රියාදාමය දියත් කිරීම විපක්ෂයේ අපි සියලු දෙනාගේම වගකීම.
Also in local news, parliamentarian Mangala Samarweera expressed these views at a meeting to establish UNP Women's Organisation near Makara.
හැමදාම කාන්තාවන් අවම වශයෙන් 8 දෙනෙක් දූෂණයට ලක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. දැන් මේ කොහෙද ඉන්න ඒකාධිපති කාබේරියෝ ටිකක් ගෙන්නගෙන මේට ගෙනලා පින්තූර ටිකක් ගාලා උට ගානකුත් දීලා යවනවා. එච්චර අමාරුවෙන් සල්ලි නැතුව දඟලනකොට යුගන්ඩාවේ ඉන්න ඒකාධිපතියට ලක්ෂ ඩොලර් බිලියනයක් දුන්නලු.
The joint opposition convened a media briefing in Colombo today.
This is the tall order.
Senior leaders of the United National Party points out that throughout history, the UNP had secured victories as a single party. Former Minister M.D. Premaratne says that the UNP voter base, which was 4.7 million, had reduced to 2.7 million under the current leadership.
මේ කොහෙවත් නැති හැරමිටි ගත්ත දේශපාලන විශ්‍රාම අරගෙන ඉන්න
Media has been open to certain old former UNP parliamentarians who have retired from politics to scold opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe and say that he is doing injustice to the country.
විපක්ෂ නායක රනිල්ට බනින්න එයා හරි අසාධාරණයක් කරනවලු මේ රටට.
මේ හාදියෝ ටිකක් අල්ලගෙන එයාට කියන්න බැරි දේවල්.
He has got hold of a few fellows and has got them to say things that he cannot say. They insult former leaders. Will the public accept this? Will these persons receive any votes? I don't know these people who insult senior members of our party citing their age. Where were them earlier? Do they even have 500 votes in their seats? I am surprised at the state that Ranil Wickremesinghe has fallen into. It was these senior leaders who obtained 4.7 million votes. They are the ones who shoulder the UNP and not these individuals. They were nowhere to be seen then.
මේ බියුතු කොහෙවත් හිටියෙත් නැත් දැක්කෙත් නැහැ අපි.
A special puja and prayer was held at the Saptamaha Devalaya of the Mankada Purana Vihara in Ihala Biyanwila Kadawatha, asking for a new leader for the United National Party. We did this prayer hoping that a new leader be appointed to the United National Party and the opposition, a person who can be a good leader, someone who can chase away this corrupt government.
කෙලින්ම නායකතුමාටත් පක්ෂේ මහලේකම්තුමාටත් අපි කියනවා ඔතනට සහභාගී වෙන අයට ඥානය පහළ වේවා රටට අවශ්‍ය කරන
The country needs a proper leader and you need to join this leader.
තමුන්නාන්සලා ඒක රස වෙන්න කියන පරිදි මම තමුන්නාන්සලාට කියන්නේ.
විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ පක්ෂේ නායකයාටත් පක්ෂේ මහලේකම්තුමාටත් විශේෂයෙන්ම ඉල්ලීමක් කරනවා ඔය තමන්ගේ හෙන්චයියෝ මේ
We would like to ask the party leader and general secretary to stop this drama that they do in Sirikota by bringing in their henchmen. They need to come to the village and visit the electorates and ask the supporters who is the most suitable person to take this party forward. That is our request.
ගෙන අහලා අන්න ඒ ජනමතයට අහුම්කන් දීලා මේ පක්ෂ නායකයා බිහි කරන්න ගෙන ඉල්ලීම අපි ඉල්ලීමක් කරනවා.
Well, time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day. The Golden Jubilee Annual General Meeting of the Sri Lanka Women Lawyers Association was held in Colombo today. The chief guest at the occasion was First Lady Shiranti Rajapaksa. Members of the Sri Lanka Women Lawyers Association, including its president Ridmika Deb, were present at the occasion. Meanwhile, the official website of the Sri Lanka Women Lawyers Association was also launched at the occasion.
The Lawyers Association, who have served as president, boasts a rich history of the president of the Sri Lanka Women Foundation.